Welcome back. Now, a lot of conspiracy theories have come up, as I was just saying. Frankly, if you've got conspiracy theories about Donald Trump staging this, like he said, look, make sure you don't only hit the ear, OK? Don't hit my head, to a 20-year-old spotty-faced school kid who was thrown out of his rifle club when he was at high school because he was such a bad shot. I don't think Donald Trump staged this, and for the sake of that poor guy, that father who died protecting his own family at that rally, I suggest you stop these disgusting theories right now, out of respect for that guy and indeed for the dead shooter. People have died here. Come on, let's stop this. However, one of the people involved in this nonsensical conspiracy theory saga, a lot of liberals, lunatic liberals, are saying it because they can't bear the fact that Donald Trump looks like a hero in all of this, and they can't bear the fact that, frankly, this will propel him into the White House. One of them is Amanda Seales, who's a close friend. She's an actress. She's a close friend of Meghan Markle. Before we play Amanda Seales in action, let's greet with a warm welcome our favourite commentator on the West Coast, royal commentator Kinsey Schofield. Hi, Kins.
Hi, Kev. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe this headline when I saw it over the weekend, and my first reaction was, you are who you associate with. Amanda Seales featured on Meghan Markle's Archetypes podcast.
Well, let's play Amanda Seales. She posted this, I think, on social media.
That is more staged than a Tyler Perry production of Medea Runs for President. I lived in Harlem long enough to know that gunshots do not sound like making popcorn on the stove. Pop, pop, pop. Where'd the blood come from? So in theater, in movies, they have what's called blood pellets. They even, you know, people use them in Halloween. It's basically like a pellet of fake blood that's in your mouth, and when you crush it, the blood comes out.
So Kinsey, do you think that Corey, the fire chief who protected his own family and got shot dead, that was fake blood as well, was it? I mean, what does this excuse for a human being think she's saying? This is disgusting.
Yeah, it also reminded me of instantly the Orange is the New Black actor Leah DeLaria urging President Biden on social media to assassinate Donald Trump, begging Biden to blow him up, saying this is a war now. These are these beeps are going to take it away. They're going to take it away. Do these people feel like they have so much money in their bank account because they memorize lines that they are in a position to where they're not going to face any consequences? It's dangerous rhetoric. You talked about poor Corey Coppertor's family, the retired police chief killed in the shooting, 2 others taken to the hospital in critical condition. I mean, this is not a joke. It's not something to be debated. It was a horrific moment in American history, something that I would have, you know, I felt blessed that we were beyond horrible incidents like this. I would watch it happen in other countries and think, oh, we're so much better than those countries. That's horrible that that's still happening there. And yet, unfortunately, we're still facing things like this. You saw MIA, the rapper, say, how do you miss all those shots fired? It's atrocious that these people feel the freedom to talk this way.
It's because they've got Trump derangement syndrome, and they cannot bear the fact that Donald Trump emerged from this awful assassination attempt as a total hero. I think it's him that, as he dived to the floor, I think you can hear him saying, duck, duck, duck. His first thoughts were for those around him. He wouldn't stay down. He came up to check on everyone. He punched the air, said, fight, fight, fight. We got that amazing iconic image of him with the flag behind him and the Secret Service men around. He conducted himself with distinction, and people like Amanda Seales cannot bear that. They cannot take it. And, you know, let's think about the shooter as well. What do you think, Amanda? Did they shoot that shooter just for a laugh to make it look more realistic? Did Donald Trump say, look, when you fire the gun, make sure you only hit my ear, don't hit my head, to the guy who got kicked out of his class rifle club because he couldn't shoot straight? I mean, the fact that they're saying this, as I say, it's semi-human, I think, semi-human. But, you know, Donald Trump could have been killed then, and I don't care what you think about Donald Trump. If you wish for the destruction of a fellow human being, whoever he is, then shame on you. Shame on you.
Think about it, Kevin. Whoever was trying to do this, whether, you know, this young man, their objective was these are live streamed all over the world on television. That person wanted us to see this happen. Graphically, they wanted this visual. I mean, it's appalling to imagine. And I also want to stress, because I know I'll have people come at me for talking about politics. I know you well enough to know that you and I would be having this exact same conversation if this happened to Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
We would be enraged, we would be livid, and we would be angry, and we would be trying to hold these people accountable. But I want to talk to you for one more second about the Trump derangement syndrome. Left-leaning MSNBC, one of our major cable outlets, this morning, Morning Joe was pulled from their air after the Trump assassination attempt, because the producers there, the higher-ups, were so fearful that one of their anti-Trump guests might make an inappropriate joke or comment. They pulled the entire show. They just kept with the breaking news. They weren't even going to give them the opportunity to slip up. MSNBC's Morning Joe is so full of Trump derangement, you know, syndrome. And this was despite the fact that this is the start of a major political news week, kicking off the start of the Republican National Convention. The hosts of Morning Joe had to sit at home and watch their colleagues on air.
It's extraordinary. Listen, very quick, just before you go, Kinsey, thanks so much. Great to talk to you as always. Your thoughts as an American, what do you think of Donald Trump now? You don't have to betray your political allegiances, but I looked at him and I thought, what a man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just quote Bill Maher, who hours after this happened told an audience in Minneapolis that this has done so much damage to the left. He said the left has lost their moral high ground in the "you're violent, liberals don't shoot people, liberals don't solve it that way." I feel like this has a lot of other people, given Donald Trump a running start to the finish line.
He's your next president, and you couldn't do worse than the current one, Kinsey. Great to talk to you as always. Kinsey Schofield in LA.